Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to see HubSpot Salesforce integration using Scikiq, Kafka and Snowflake. So let's get started with the video. First of all, we need to know that what is HubSpot. So HubSpot is an inbound marketing and sales software that helps companies attract visitors, convert leads and close customers. It's a cloud-based platform, so all your data is synced across teams and devices, while updates are instant and automatic. Next. So what we are going to do in this video is we are making a campaign, and from that campaign we are going to generate our leads. So this is our campaign. Whenever we are creating any campaign in a HubSpot website, we will get a URL, a particular URL of our campaign. Then we will open that URL, enter the leads and then submit the form. So the form is like this. In this, the leads will enter all their details and click on submit button. After clicking on submit button, the lead will be generated in HubSpot. You can see the leads here in the marketing section. Go to the marketing section, then forms, and you can see here the lead is generated. You can also see in the CRM category under contacts section, you can see the lead which we have created just now. So this is how we are going to generate lead in HubSpot. So let's try to generate a lead in HubSpot. Let's go to the HubSpot website. So this is our HubSpot website and we have a URL of our campaign. We will copy this URL and open our campaign page. This is our campaign page. And this is our form which I have told you in the PPT. Here we are going to enter the company name, like we have Scikiq Limited. We will enter the email ID. We will enter the first name of our lead, then last name, then we will enter the mobile number, country, region and job. And we will click on submit button. After clicking on submit button, we will get a message of thanks for submitting the form. After submitting this form, we are going to see our leads which has been created in our HubSpot website. So this is our HubSpot website. You will get when you will make a HubSpot website, you will get a username and password. Just log into the website and go to the marketing section and choose the campaign category. Here in campaign category, you can see we have created a campaign lead generation from where we have generated our leads, like from where we have submitted the forms, right? After that, go to web content. From here, we can see web pages, landing pages and all. Go to CRM. Yeah, go to marketing section, then click on forms. click on the form which we have created earlier, go to submissions, and here you can see our lead which we have entered from the form. This is created in our HubSpot website. Now go to CRM, go to contacts. Here also we can see our lead has generated her contact details. We have got all her details here, right? So let's move to the PPT again. After creating our leads, we will go to our Scikiq platform. So what is Scikiq? We need to understand this also. So Scikiq is a no-code business data platform that empowers business teams in medium to large organization to unlock the power of their data in real time without the need to learn complex technology. On self-serve basis, they can deliver the right data to the right consumer in the right format to achieve operational efficiency, generate revenue, and enjoy competitive advantages while staying in control. So this is our Scikiq platform. It will look like this. After creating the leads, we will move to our Scikiq platform. Then first of all, what we are going to do, we are using a read API over here to get the data, to get the leads generated in the hotspot in our Scikiq platform. For that, what we need to do is, we need to go to the Connect to Data Source section, which is under Scikiq Connect, and then choose HubSpot Read API. Here, we are going to use this. After choosing the HubSpot API, what we are going to do, we are going to choose the method as post. We will use this standard HubSpot API. From that, we can get all the contacts, all the leads from the HubSpot website, whatever we have generated in the website. After that, in the header section, just put all these credentials. In the body section, we are going to enter some JSON, then write the display name and click on test button and then save the API. After that, you can see in the third step, that is mapper, we are going to map all the columns over here, and we will save, click on save button. This is what we are generating a data frame. Whatever entries we have got from this standard API of HubSpot, we are going to create a data frame from that. Then click on the next button, then finish, and this is how we have created a HubSpot leads read API. So let's move to the Scikiq to create this. So this is our Scikiq platform. As I have told you, under the Scikiq Connect section, go to Connect Data Source, go to Manage Data Source. From here, choose this. Click on Create Data Source. Click here. As I have already created one, so I will choose that one only and click on Next. So we have chosen this post as a method. This is a standard API which I was talking about. In the header section, we have entered all the details. In the body section, we have chosen this raw JSON format, and this is a JSON. Rest, you need not to select anything. After that, just write the display name over here and click on test button. You can see here the standard API has got all the data from the HubSpot to our Scikiq platform. Then save it and click on next button. After, in the third step, we are going to map We are going to map the columns, this JSON into data frame. As I've already done, this is a mapping. We can preview also like this. So our JSON has converted into a data frame. Just cross it and save the data frame. Then click on next button. Enter all the metadata and click on next. Then HubSpot leads. Then click on finish button. After clicking on finish button, you can check whether your API is created or not. You can see that in the data source list. Whatever name you have given, like I have given HubSpot leads. So this is the API which we have made to bring the data from HubSpot, to bring the leads data from HubSpot to our platform Scikiq. We are done with HubSpot lead write API creation. After that, what we are going to do is we are bringing leads from HubSpot platform, and we are writing that leads, we are inserting that leads in the Salesforce platform using our Scikiq platform. So now, as we have made a read API, we need a Salesforce write API. So let's understand from the PPT. So this you will go to the Scikiq Connect. In this, you will go connect to data store, and you will select Salesforce write API to create a Salesforce write API. Here you will fill all the configuration like method, post. This is the URL of Salesforce. This is the standard API from which we are going to insert leads generated in HubSpot to the Salesforce. This is our header section. You will enter this configuration over here. You will choose a body type, you will format type, and give a proper JSON body to this to the value section. After that, what you are going to do is you will set authorization and then write a display name over here and click on test button, and you can see over here a ID is generated. This means a lead. This means a lead is generated in our Salesforce, right? So click on next button. Here you can see the display name by which a Salesforce write API will be created. You can see the URL. This is the standard Salesforce API, and click on finish button. We are done with the Salesforce write API. So let's go to the Scikiq section to make a Salesforce write API. For that, we need to go manage data source, search for Salesforce write API. If you are creating a new one, go to no, I would like to create a new data source. If you have already created, then you can choose yes, I have chosen the existing data source from the list. So I've already created one, so I will choose this option and click on next button. So this is a second step where we will going to fill all our configuration. We will select post as a method. This is the standard API which I have already told you. In the header part, we will mention content type and authorization type. After that, in the body section, we are going to select raw, type JSON, and we will provide a sample JSON over here, so that we will here we are trying to test that whether we are going to insert any data in our Scikiq platform, in our Salesforce platform using this Scikiq. So here, that's why here we have entered a sample JSON. After that, we have chosen authorization type as OAuth2, and from here we can refresh our token. these are all the details like token name, grant type, access token URL. All these details we are going to fill here. These are all Salesforce details like Salesforce generated token URL, its client ID, its client secret ID, its username, its password, and we will click on generate new access token. As I have already done this, so I will refresh token. Click on refresh token. So our token has been refreshed. So this is a refreshed token, and else you don't need to do anything. Just enter the display name over here and click on test. You can see our ID is generated. This means we have successfully inserted this data, the sample data from Scikiq to the Salesforce. If you want to see that, we can also see this. Just go to Salesforce, go to leads. See, we have written Jeannie David over there in this, right? Jeannie David, and we have got it here in the Salesforce. So this means our write API is working fine. So we will save it and click on next button. Then we will enter all our metadata. We will click on next. And this is our Salesforce lead write API, and this is the standard API. Click on finish button. This is how we are done with creating a Salesforce write API. If you want to see this, you can click on data source list, search the name, and this is the Salesforce lead write API which we have created just now. Let's go to the PPT and see what is the next step. So we are done with the Salesforce write API. Now we have a source, we have a destination. Like we have HubSpot as a source, which from where we will generate our leads, and from there we are going to transfer those leads into Salesforce. So we have our source, we have our destination. Now how we will send that data from HubSpot to Salesforce. So we will going to do that with the help of a Delta pipeline. So now we will see how we will create a Delta pipeline in Scikiq. So first of all, you need to go to the Scikiq Connect section. Under that, you will go to Scikiq Delta Hub and select Create Delta Pipeline. From that, this is the page of ETL job from where we will generate our pipeline. Second step is this. From the input node, we have selected HubSpot as a input. We have applied some transformations in this, and after that we have chosen put API that is of Salesforce so that we can write our data to the Salesforce. So after running this pipeline, we will successfully insert our leads generated in HubSpot to the Salesforce using our Scikiq Delta pipeline. You can see the pipeline from Delta pipeline list here. This is pipeline is submitted and successfully, right? So let's go to the Scikiq to create this Delta pipeline, and how does it work. As I've told you, in the Scikiq Connect section, go to Scikiq Delta Hub, choose Create Delta Pipeline. Click on Create New One. From input, you are going to choose something. From output, you are going to choose something. And for applying transformation, we are going to use this tab. So as I've already made our Delta pipeline, so I will open that pipeline from Delta pipeline list. This is a HubSpot Salesforce pipeline which I've already created for you. I will click on edit to open this pipeline. So see, we will understand this one by one. From input node, when we will click on this input tab, we will drag and drop this API tab over here. And in this API tab, we are going to select our HubSpot leads like this. So what's happening, the HubSpot read API, which we have already made in the earlier steps, we will select that API over here, and you can see all its configuration has come over here, right? Like this. We will choose the data frame which we have saved over there, and here the HubSpot dataset is there. Now we will click on preview button. So we will going to get this, and here we will preview this button. So you can see this is our entries. These are leads which are there in HubSpot. So you can see a lead Suhana Sharma over here, which we have just generated in our previous steps, right? So this is our leads over here. Now coming to the transformation section. One more thing, we have applied some filters over here according to the date. So we have created parameters for that to filter these leads according to the date parameter. So this is the filter and this is our parameter. So as I have generated it today, so I will write it 7. I will change the date to 7 and then click on this. So you can see we have generated 2. So we have Sonali Gupta here and Suhana Sharma here, right? Okay, now coming to the transformation section, we have applied some transformation over here in this also, and this is our put API. So we will go for transformation section, we will use whatever transformation we want to apply, we can use from here, like filter by, calculated fields to add new field and all. Now coming to the output section, we will going to use a put API. We will drag and drop it like this. We will click on add. We will select a put API from this, we will select the category API write, and we will choose this Salesforce lead write API which we have made in the earlier step. So we will close this as we have already done it. So this is a write API. We have already chosen this write API. This is Salesforce write API. Then if you want to apply any condition, you can apply it from here. Then click on this mapper section and just map all the columns from here. And just run the pipeline. After this, we are done, and just run the pipeline. So these are our leads which we have generated in our HubSpot using the campaign form. These leads will now be transferred to the Salesforce platform using our Scikiq ETL data pipeline. So this is how we run this data pipeline, and we can see our 2 records has been processed and these 2 entries has been submitted to the Salesforce platform. Now click on save and submit. So we have successfully completed our HubSpot Salesforce data pipeline. Now go to the PPT for the further step. Now what we are going to see, whether our leads are generated or inserted in Salesforce or not. So let's see that. Go to the Salesforce platform. Click on leads, go down, and we can see 2 leads are generated. One is Suhana Sharma over here and one is Sonali Gupta. So these are generated over here, right? So from the data pipeline we have generated successfully inserted leads from HubSpot to Salesforce. Now next, coming to the next step. So what we have done in the earlier step, we have made a HubSpot read API, then we have created a Salesforce write API. Using both that APIs in a data pipeline, we have inserted leads generated in HubSpot to the Salesforce by running that pipeline. Now what we are going to do, we are going to insert that leads from the Salesforce to a Kafka topic, and from that Kafka topic that leads will be inserted in Snowflake on real-time basis. Like we don't run any pipeline, we will make a event pipeline over here so that we can directly transfer the leads in the Kafka to the Snowflake without any intervention. It will be event-based pipeline which will be inserted automatically whenever a lead will be inserted in Kafka. Here we are using Kafka just for real-time insertion. So this is also we are doing with our Scikiq. We will make all the event pipelines here. We will make the Salesforce server, Salesforce connector in our Scikiq platform only. What we are going to do over here is we will extract that leads which have generated in Salesforce into our Kafka topic. We are going to insert that into a Kafka topic. For that we will need a Salesforce server. So this is how we will going to create a Salesforce server first. Go to the Scikiq Connect. Under Connect to Data Store category, click on Manage Data Source, search for Salesforce, click on the first box, that is Salesforce. In the next step, what we are going to we are going to enter all the configuration of the Salesforce, like its a URL, username, password, token, and all these details, and click on Next button. We will give a name of our Salesforce connection and click on Finish button. This is how we are done with our Salesforce server connection, and click on Finish button. You can see the list over there. From data source list, you can see the Salesforce server which we have created. So for the creation, let's go to the Scikiq website and let's create the Salesforce server. This is the Scikiq website. Let's go to Scikiq Connect, then Manage Data Store. Click search for Salesforce, click on Create Data Source. As I have already made a one, so I will click on Yes, let me choose an existing data source. As you will create it for the first time, you will select No, I would like to create a new one, and click on this, and you will fill all the configuration here. I will choose this one, select this, click on Next button. In this step, these are all the details, all the configuration details. Then click on Next button. Then fill all the metadata and then click on Next. next, and just give the name of your Salesforce server and click on finish button. After finishing this, you will end up saving this Salesforce server. Now we will use the Salesforce server to make a Salesforce connector which will be used in Kafka. So you can see this Salesforce server over here. Like, go to a data source list, search for Salesforce, whatever name you have given, like this. This is our server created. Right now, coming to the next step, that is making a connector. Let's go to the PPT. So the next step, we are done with the Salesforce server. Now the next step is to make a Salesforce source connector so that we can connect to the Kafka server. For that, we are going to do is go to the Scikiq Connect. Under that, we have Scikiq Event Hub. In that category, you will go to Kafka Connect, and from there you will choose a connector that is Salesforce source connector. Right? You will select that. Go to the next step, that is Salesforce connection. Here you will select the Kafka server on which this connector will be made. Enter the connector name, then choose the source connection from here, which we have made in the previous step, that is a Salesforce server. When we will choose this source connection, then automatically all the details will get populated. Change the topic name, whatever you want to give, and then click on next button. Then this is all the details of our Salesforce connector, and click on finish button. So we are done with our Salesforce source connector. So to create this, let's go to the Scikiq website. Let's move to the Scikiq Connect, then Scikiq Event Hub. Go to Kafka Connect, add connector, choose for Salesforce source connector, we will choose Kafka server over here. We will give some name of our connector, and we will go to next. We will choose our server. This is the connection which we have made in the earlier step. We will choose the grant type. As password. This is all the details which have automatically came here. We will select the topic name, like the topic 1, 2, 3. Let's give the object name click on next, then click on next button. This is all the configuration which we have provided. Now click on finish button. We have successfully created our Kafka source connector. A topic, Salesforce topic 1, 2, 3. This is how we will make a Salesforce connector in Scikiq. Now move to the next step. Let's go to the PPT. The next step is we will see whether our connector is made in Salesforce or in Kafka or not, which we have just now created from Scikiq. For that, we will go to our Kafka server and we will see the topic is created or not. As I have already created a server and a topic for you, let's search that. This is our Kafka topic. Here we will see our connector. So see, we have made a connector called ABC. So we have successfully created a connector in Kafka using Scikiq Salesforce connection and Scikiq Salesforce connector. Right? If you want to see the topic, we can see over here like Salesforce. First of all, what we need to do is we can see the topic over here, Salesforce topic 3. So as I have already created a connector also and a topic also, we can see here I have made a connector, a Salesforce source connector called Salesforce Leads. Let's search it. This is our connector, Salesforce Connect. Connector name is Salesforce Connect. And here we can see Salesforce Connect. Let's move to the topic. I have created a topic, Salesforce Leads. Salesforce Leads, right? Salesforce Lead topic name is. So this is our topic, Salesforce Leads. Now see the leads which we have created in which we have inserted in Salesforce have come in Kafka or not, right? So we will enter offset 0. So you can see our lead has been created over here. Sohana Sharma. And second one which we have created is Sonali Gupta. So the Salesforce leads are inserted here on a real-time basis. We have successfully inserted these leads using Salesforce connectors in the Kafka topic. So we will use this Kafka topic in the event pipeline so that we can transfer these topic data into a Snowflake table automatically in real time without any intervention, without running the pipeline. So for the next step, let's move to the PPT and we can see here. Let's move to the next step. What we have done, we have created a Salesforce connection in Scikiq. Then using that connection, we have made a Salesforce connector. With the help of that connector, we have successfully created a Salesforce connector in Kafka and Salesforce topic in Kafka. In that topic, we have our messages, we have our data, which we have generated, which we have inserted in Salesforce, that is our leads, right? We have successfully inserted that into a topic. Now what we are going to do that is that topic data, whatever leads are there in our topic, that lead should be inserted in Snowflake on real-time basis. For that, what we are going to do, we are going to make an event pipeline. For that, what we are going to take input. We are going to take input as a topic from that Kafka server only, and we will dump that input into a table, right? That will be a Snowflake table. This is our table. This is our event pipeline. We can see in the list. So let's go to the Scikiq platform and let's create an event pipeline. So this is our Scikiq. Now move to the event pipeline. If you are creating a new one, just go to Kafka pipeline. And now from here we will make a new Kafka pipeline, right? But we are not making a new one. I have already created one. We will edit this only. We will open this pipeline in edit mode. Now this is a pipeline which I have made. This is an event-based pipeline. We will not run this pipeline. This will, whatever message will come into our topic, that will be inserted into a table which is created on Snowflake, right? So for input, we will going to use this topic, like we will drag and drop this input box over here. We will select our server, that is our Kafka server where the topic has been created. We will choose our topic from here. What topic we have made? We have made Salesforce leads. So we will choose over here. We will select its earliest. We will select all the buttons and click on preview button to see the data. As I've already done, so we will cut this out. We will select this one. We have chosen the connection, our topic name. These are the columns. We will click on this. We can see the topics. We can see the topics Sohana Sharma over here, Sonali Gupta, right? Yeah. So whatever topic we have generated in HubSpot, then inserted into Salesforce, have been inserted to Kafka successfully, in a Kafka topic successfully. We can preview it from here. Now these two topics which we have created just now, which we have inserted in Salesforce, will automatically inserted in a Snowflake table, right? We just need not to run anything, just save and submit this pipeline. After this, what we are going to see, we will see in a Snowflake. This is a Snowflake DB. We have created a HubSpot lead pipeline, and we can see our entries over here. Like these two are the entries which we have created. So it has been successfully inserted in Snowflake. So what we have done in this pipeline, in a summary, I would like to say, we have created leads from in HubSpot using the campaign. In that campaign, we have a form. The leads will enter all their details into that form, then click on submit button. Then those leads will be created in HubSpot. We can see in the HubSpot form section, in the HubSpot contact section, that those leads has been created. Then we will go to the Scikiq. In that Scikiq platform, we will first make a write API of HubSpot so that we can bring those leads into the Scikiq platform. Then we want to write those leads into the Salesforce, so we want the Salesforce write API also. So in HubSpot we have made a read API. Now we will need a Salesforce write API. So for that we have created a connection of Salesforce write API using the standard Salesforce API. Now we have a source, we have a destination. Now we have made a Delta pipeline using HubSpot Salesforce input output, and we will run that pipeline. What happened with this? In this, the leads generated in HubSpot will successfully created in Salesforce. After that, what we have done, the leads created in Salesforce will be inserted in Kafka with the help of the Salesforce connection which we have made in Scikiq, and with the Salesforce connector, Kafka connector, which we have made in Scikiq. The Salesforce leads will be inserted in a Kafka topic. Now I will use those Kafka topic in an event-based pipeline to get inserted into a Snowflake in a real-time basis, not by running the pipeline. It will be automatically done. So this is the full concept over here. This is the full summary of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.